Hello, welcome to Selnar's Minis. This is the second installment to my painting class that I've been doing at Board Bar Games. I hope you guys enjoy it. It is a continuation and builds upon what we started with the first video. This is meant to supplement the information given at these classes. However, if you're coming across them, they are perfectly fine to use for your own education. All right, thank you very much. Bye.
All right, so here are the paints that I used for this project. Now, I'm not going to use all these paints in this video. I will be using the browns and the black and the white for the purpose of this demonstration. I also left out of here the wash that we're going to use, which is Army Painter's Dark Tone, but don't worry, it's going to show up in the video. As always, paint fearlessly. It's just paint. You can fix any mistakes. All right, here we go. So we're going to start off in this next frame with the shading. Now, shading is something we didn't do in the first class. It's really easy, but you can overdo it. So basically, you're just going to get a little bit of shade in your palette, and you get some on your brush. And for this wolf, I made it really dark because I want it lighter in the end, but have all that shade visible. And we're just going to go around and apply shade, this particular color, in all the darker regions of the wolf. I do end up using a second shade, which is Games Workshop's Agrax Earthshade, but I don't show that process here, as I just wanted to show you how to do the shading on the wolf with the darker color. Basically, you're going to spread it all around. You don't want it to pool too much. You just want it to get in the recesses and slightly change the color of the recesses in this fur. All right. And then after we let this sit and dry, we'll move on to overbrushing, which is another technique we talked about in the class. Overbrushing is similar to dry brushing, except for you're going to have just a little bit more paint on your brush. So here is the model after it's all dried. You can see how the shade has done a good job in darkening it down in the recesses even more. And for the overbrushing, we're just going to take a little bit of the paint off and still leave more than you would for a dry brush, and just go with the direction of the fur. Basically, we just want to catch the top of the fur and make it lighter again, but leaving that dark color behind. So we're returning to our original color that we had on this model. And I'm using all the same paints and all the same brushes that we used in the class. After we finish with the overbrush and let it dry, we begin to start our dry brushing. You can see me doing that currently on the screen. Basically, dry brushing is taking the paint and wiping most of it off with a paper towel, and then going either horizontally or diagonally on the model to leave the color behind. There should be very little on your brush, and you should see only subtle changes. I tend to go lighter than the original color that we put on it, so when we overbrushed, we did the oak brown and the black together. The next stage after that, I just kind of do 2-to-1 oak brown and 1 part black, and progressively get lighter, and eventually add in leather brown to get my lighter colors. But you don't want to leave too much paint on your brush, because then you'll get too drastic of a change. This is literally a exercise in patience and doing small amounts. If you were in the class, I talked about this, but this is just me demonstrating what you do. It's just literally light amounts every single time until you get the look that you want, and then you stop. If you go too far, you can always darken it back up with the shades. It's entirely up to you, but I'm going to go around and continue this process And when I'm done, I'm going to show you the final product. It's where the red and the yellow come in, because you'll see the eyes and the teeth and the gums. But I hope this is helpful. Leave me a comment if it is not, or if you think I could explain something a little bit better. I'm just showing you some different kinds of dry brushes that you can get. The black one is a makeup brush. The others are store-bought, like not flat dry brushes, but more rounded. And as I stated in the class, put in a little moisture so it's very slightly damp will keep it from having a chalky look. But here we go. Here is the wolf that I did with shading, overbrushing, and dry brushing. Once again, I hope this is helpful. Leave me a comment if you think I could explain something better, or if it was helpful to you. I like hearing back from the people who watch these videos. All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching to this point. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day, and we will talk to you sometime soon. Thank you. Bye.